Hello guys, today I will let you know how you will crack GATE 2017 for civil engineering in just 60 days. See, there are two ways of cracking. Cracking just with a limit that you are just clearing the cutoff, or cracking with a better marks. I will let you know how you can do this. See, basically for civil engineering, there are these many subjects as you can see out. That's fixed. It's like aptitude for 15 marks, mathematics for 10 marks, let's say. Geotech varies around 13, environment 11, transportation and traffic for 10. FM, the most important is open channel flow. You should not forget about it. It's around 8 marks overall. Water resource and irrigation is 8, RCC 4, steel 4, TOS or structural analysis 5, survey say 5, CPM and SOM 5 and 6. SOMS is reducing. CPM I think will increase its weightage this time. It was like 3 or 4, but I think it will be 5 this year. Overall it's around 104 marks. You can approximately say it can be 100, like you can decrease steel, or you can say survey could not be 5 marks, it could be 3 or something. So basically to crack this, the main objective is like you have to be very proficient in aptitude. The 15 marks of aptitude are the most essential, I think, apart from technical, because in aptitude I haven't find any questions like those which are very difficult. Okay, to start with, it's like just to qualify you have to get around 40 marks, you can say qualify. So to getting 40 marks is like studying aptitude, geotech, environment, transportation and CPM. I'm including CPM because I think it's important this time. For aptitude 15, geotech 13, environment 11 and transportation 10. If you are studying with a 70% efficiency, you will score on 40.5 marks. 40.5 marks or lower. If you go, you can be up to 35. For civil, the cutoff is around 30. It's like +3 -3 every year. Obviously, to score more marks you have to study smart, and almost all of it is like all subjects. You have to study all subjects for this. Okay, to study, I will tell you what topics basically you have to study in these 60 days to qualify GATE 17. From geotech, this is for the first time people. From geotech, the first topic that we is soil water relationships. Every year in any of these sessions there is exactly one question from these relationships, exactly one question. Then there is a question either from mineral or classification. Then compaction test like Proctor test and all, it comes in. And effective stress, there are objectives on effective stress. We actually ignore these things. We have to study effective stress in vertical stresses as well. Vertical stress on fifth point. You can see on the 5th point here, this vertical stress is here. Then there comes permeability and seepage. This is an easy topic. You can easily study. Most important topic is consolidation, shear strength, slope stability, earth pressure. Recent times I have seen vertical stresses importance is increasing. So I think this time there will be a objective on vertical stresses obviously. Then foundation, that's the geotech part 2 that we generally study in engineering, can never be ignored. For GATE you have to study part 2 importantly. It is the most important part. And exploration, there is very certain topics like tender penetration, cone test and DPCT, and there are like ratio, clearance ratio and all. You can just read it and they're very easy to study. So geotech is the most important, and if you are covering all these 7 points, these 7 points is like whole syllabus I think, but you have to study smart on this. Don't waste your time in soil water relationships. There are lots of numericals. Don't do numerical from one each part. Okay, then if you come to environment, this is the most shortest, the smartest thing you can study, and easiest one I think, because in this very few things are to be remembered, but most of the things are to be learned. You have to just mug up most of the things, like the code. I haven't mentioned the code here, the Government of India manual. People in many coachings teach about Government of India manual very strictly, but I find if you're studying from SK Garg part 1 and part 2, you will easily cover environment. Recently, in UPSC, like engineering services or on everywhere, you've seen air pollution, noise pollution, municipal solid waste. Even MPPSC assistant engineer examination this year, this questions from pollution, BOD, COD, and were highly seen. You must have seen these questions there. The quality standards are to be remembered. What are the acceptable limits? Metals, those are toxics and those are non-toxic. Then treatment and distribution. Treatment of domestic water is generally remembered. It's easy, but major things like MPN test are like we ignore. We don't have to ignore. In this, like smaller things can be asked. What is the reagent? Which reagent is used with which thing? It has to be remembered. Distribution, layout, way, which are suitable for what, advantage, disadvantage, pipeline, material, and all these things are to be remembered in distribution systems. These are like we ignore these things, but you have to study. Wastewater. This is the most important. F upon M ratio and all these questions come from here only, and this cannot be ignored. This is the most important topic from environment. Many numericals in ES and everywhere comes from this only. Let's come to transportation. Then transportation. If you study these four topics: geometric design, traffic engineering, pavement design, and materials, I assure you, hardly one question will come out of this. Otherwise, this won't come any other place. In geometric design, like its side distances, curve resistance, and all, you have to study these things. Then in traffic is like studies, traffic studies, and all, and surveys. You have to study this. Pavement design, general questions on like spacing of joints and all these things. Pavement design, its theory and all, you have to study. Materials is important because lots of thing comes from this, like which bitumen is there, rapid curing, and all these, and which tests are suitable for what, how are these tests carried out, the limits like CBR test and all. You have to study for transportation here. This is a very important thing. Then we come to aptitude. For aptitude, if you're solving 8th, 9th, 10th class mathematics of CBSE, it's sufficient. Other than this, you have to study matrix and general mathematics, like people for banks study for bank exams and all. You have to study this general aptitude mathematics, like you have been studying for SSC junior engineer examination. That kind of aptitude you have to prepare for this. And obviously the aptitude that is asked in civil engineering is better, easier. Questions on profit and loss, and sometimes like reasoning also comes in this. So you have to look for these questions. If you can solve some bank exams question papers, last some bank exam SSC CG and all questions, you can easily get up. You can keep practicing aptitude on apps like GradeUp, and there are a lot many apps where you can usually give some online exams every day for a 10-minute exam or 30-minute. For other subjects like what to study in FM, open channel flow, water resources, RC steel, I will update in my next segment. So be in touch. Thank you.